Alright, so this is another indices question, and I can see the first problem is that all the base numbers are not the same. So I need to have everything in terms of 2 or 4 or 8. So probably the easiest thing to do is to adjust the ones that have a base 8 and a base 4. So I'm using the first order of indices to tidy up the left hand side, and I'm changing that 8 to 2 to the power of 3 to the power of 5y over 2 to the power 2 squared in brackets, because that's the same as 4 to the power of n. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm going to start tidying up both sides, because I've done that. That's the major step, actually, seeing that. Okay, so it looks like we can certainly tidy up the left-hand side. So I'll just put a reminder there for you. All the base numbers have to be the same, otherwise you're not going to get very far with these questions. Okay, so 2y plus 2 is obviously 5y. So 2 to the power of 5y plus 2 is equal to, now using the third law of indices, I can multiply that, can't I? 3 times by 5 is 15y, and 2 times by n is 2n. So it's already looking quite a lot healthier. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 to the power of 2n to get rid of that denominator. So I shall just write that up for you. 2 to the power of 2n times by 2 to the power of 5n plus 2 is equal to 2 to the power of 15y. We've got one more law we can use there. We can use the first law again, can't we? Because we've got a multiplication, so it's 2 to the power of 2n plus 5y plus 2 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 15y. That means, isn't it, that 15y is exactly the same thing as 2n plus 5y plus 2. Yeah. So do you see that I'm concentrating on the index numbers now. So we've got 2n plus 5y plus 2 on 1 power of 2 as 1 power of 2, and the other one we've got 2's to the. So you see they're the same expression. It must be. So 2n plus 5y plus 2 is the same thing as 15y, and that means that 2n plus 2 is equal to 10y, and I think we can halve it, can't we? So 1n plus 1 is equal to 5y, halving it, and of course I can take the 1 over to the other side, so I'm left with n equals 5y minus 1. If you look at this question, it says find an expression for n in terms of y, so I've done that. It looks like this was a car crash of a question for many students, so I'm sorry to say that, but hopefully if you practice it, you won't find that too bad. And it's a shame because these are quite valuable questions. Here we've got a 4-mark question, and you can see they've pretty much done the same thing that we have.